I wrote the following into Chat GPT. Write a short story. James's 50th birthday is in full swing when North Korean leader Kim Jong Un makes a surprise appearance and keeps boasting about how good he is at everything. ChatGPT responded with, James had planned his 50th birthday party down to the last detail. His spacious backyard was adorned with twinkling fairy lights, the smell of barbecue wafted through the air, and the laughter of his friends and family filled the evening. He was enjoying every moment, reminiscing with old friends and making toasts to the future. Just as he raised his glass for another toast, a murmur ran through the crowd. James turned to see what had captured everyone's attention and was met with the sight of an entourage pushing through his gate. In the middle of it all, unmistakably, was Kim Jong Un. James blinked, convinced he was imagining things. Is that Kim Jong Un? His friend Mark whispered incredulously. Before James could respond, the North Korean leader had made his way to the centre of the gathering. Good evening, everyone, Kim Jong Un announced, flashing a broad smile. The crowd stood in stunned silence. I am honoured to be here at James's 50th birthday party. James, trying to regain his composure, stepped forward. Thank you, Mr. Kim. This is quite unexpected. Kim Jong Un laughed heartily. Unexpected surprises are my speciality, and I must say no one throws a better party than I do. In North Korea, my parties are legendary. He clapped a hand on James's shoulder, but this is quite charming. James forced a smile, unsure how to navigate this bizarre situation. Thank you. We're glad you could join us. Of course, Kim Jong-un continued. I'm excellent at making entrances. Did you see how effortlessly I walked through the crowd? It's a skill, you know. And not just that, I'm the best at cooking, singing, dancing, you name it. The party guests exchanged bewildered glances as Kim Jong-un continued to boast. You see, just last week I cooked a meal that made all my chefs envious. And my singing voice? Flawless. I'm also quite adept at dancing, though I didn't bring my dance shoes tonight. James nodded politely, trying to steer the conversation to something less surreal. That's impressive. Would you like a drink or something to eat? Kim Jong-un waved his hand dismissively. Oh, I'm sure your food is fine, but nothing compares to the dishes I can create myself. Perhaps I'll give you a few tips later. And as for drinks, I brought my own wine, the finest in the world, of course. As the evening wore on, Kim Jong-un's self-aggrandizing continued, overshadowing every conversation. Guests began to slip away one by one, unable to compete with the supreme leader's incessant boasting. Finally, as the night drew to a close, James found himself alone with Kim Jong-un. The leader patted him on the back. This was fun, James, but next time, perhaps I'll host. You'll see what a real party is like. James forced a final smile, exhausted but relieved the ordeal was over. Thank you for coming, Mr. Kim. I'll keep that in mind. As Kim Jong-un departed with his entourage, James sighed deeply, looking around at the remnants of what had been a chaotic evening. He knew one thing for certain. His 50th birthday was a night he would never forget.